morning. You Don't Know Jack is an important part of your day, loaded with vitamins, minerals, trivia, and trivia byproducts. So, how many of you are there? Well, just the one. That's fine. Are you a first-time rider? Welcome back. We may tease you a lot, but we've got you on the spot. Welcome back. May I have your name? Yes, thank you. If you feel like buzzing, use the letter B. Again, welcome to the ride, and I'll see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack The Ride is brought to you by E. coli Diet Shakes. Drink a shake and flush the slush. And now, here's your host, Cookie.
Hey there, welcome to the game. I hope you're hungry. I was gonna have a fish fry, but now I think I'll just serve crow. Well, I hope you didn't fill up on bread because there's plenty of food here. Eat! Eat! Hit your buzzer to choose the value. Oh, God. Here's your category. Cut your food. Don't tear at it with your teeth. Hey, you remember all those crappy products advertised on TV that claim to even make julienne fries? Well, if you were to julienne Julia Child, well... Oh, beautiful.
And now that I've julienned her, we'll fry Julia with some ground beef for a few minutes until I'm golden brown.
Okay, we're calling this one. Need a quick and easy meal? Eat your young. Okay, you ready for this question? $39.97 is on the table. Here it is. Anyway, if a headline reads, Mom gets death penalty for coddling kids.
We love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Another way to coddle someone is to cook them in water that's almost boiling. And if you want to coddle who you're coddling, you should boil them in Evian water. Hey, buzz into... Okay, give it up, Ford. Doc says I gotta eat this. You know, it's never a bad idea to get suggestions on your diet from a doctor. Say you're a maggot living during the 1930s. If you're following doctor's orders, what kind of diet might you... Doctors used to use maggots to eat away diseased tissue and help stop infection by bacteria. So eat up, but remember, diet's only half the picture. Make sure you exercise. You know, walk around the block a few times after eating diseased tissue. All right, bang your... Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Well, wouldn't you know it? It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat is... They're just a couple of fruits. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 people or things, and for each one, I want you to tell me whether it's associated with apples or oranges. For each right answer, you get some cash, and you're gonna lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. Let's do it. William Tell is... William and Mary. Syracuse. A county in California. New York City. Miami Falls. Isaac Newton. Hello, 7 out of 7. Let's throw that into your total. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Okay, select the bell. Coming up. 2,000-year-old leftovers. Here we go. Say you want to serve the actual body and blood of Jesus at your next dinner party. Which of these would be the best name for your new entree? Assumption a la mode, consommation a naturel, transubstantiation soufflé, or consubstantiation a la king? No, consubstantiation is when the food doesn't change, but the presence of Jesus is there. You know, kind of like basil. Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer. According to the doctrine of transubstantiation, the bread and wine actually become the body and blood of Jesus during communion. It doesn't taste very fresh, though. Kind of like it's been hanging around somewhere for days. Now, so took a hit on that one. Here's your category. French dining. It's all in the tongue. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. Imagine that you want to cook a special meal for your lover. Because the French name for it is also a term of endearment, what should you make? Crab cakes, corn fritters, cabbage soup, or coconut macaroons? In France, cabbage or chou is a term of endearment like sweetheart.
Look, honey, choo, choo. Hey, come back.
All right, it's... Ooh, diarrhea. Anyway, here's your category. When biblical tummies rumble. And now, the question. Say that while sailing around in his ark, Noah stopped at a flooded diner and picked up Adam and Eve on... Adam and Eve on a raft is diner speak for 2 eggs on toast. 2 very naked and sinful eggs on toast. Hit your buzzer to select the value. I like to call this category, don't fight with your food. Hey, have you ever been to a bullfight? They kill the bull. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin it for you? Suppose the bull, or taureau, were replaced by a Japanese taureau. What would the matador be fighting? A bloodthirsty octopus? A charging fatty tuna? In Japanese, taureau means fatty tuna, and it's used in sushi. And after you take in the bullfight, make sure you stick around for the annual running of the puffer fish. Oh, well, a good fart sound effect would be appropriate, but here's your category. I'm so drunk, I'll eat anything. Okay, don't panic, but you've been invited to a party, and you've been asked to bring the guacamole dip. Okay, deep breaths. Now listen up. Say that instead of using avocado in your guacamole, you use the avocado's namesake. What will you most likely say when someone compliments you on it? Thanks, I drained the blood myself. I was worried nobody would eat brains. I'm worried that nobody has brains. You should have picked this. The ancient Aztecs named the bulbous avocado after their bulbous testicles. All right. It's dead, it's disgusting, it's roadkill. Buzz in when you see the item that correctly pairs up the 2 items on the screen. And also, there's some bonus money up for grabs at the end. Are you ready to go a little bit crazy? Me too. Let's do it. Prostitution light and commie color. What do these 2 things have in common? Punch to the back in painful stone. Spotted horse and exploding Ford car. Score. Ozzy Sabbath and Russia's Sea. Army's Berets and Cato's Hornet. Score. Shade of Blue and Military Branch. Score. Skimpy Bikini and Silly Blank. Okay, it's bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all red vegetables, types of cheese, pasta shapes, colors of peppers, stick, count it. That was a snap. There are all types of beans. And I would know. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, select the value of the question. Here's your category. Licking the platter clean. Hey, you know that rhyme about Jack Sprat who could eat no fat? Well, which of these could Jack Sprat? Jack Sprat could eat no fat, but he could eat crudité, which are just Frenchy raw vegetables. And his wife would just eat the onion dip with her fingers. Hit your buzzer to choose the value. God, you might as well play for lint. Well, let's check out your category. Eat and die. Okay, you know those crazy diets where you can only eat one type of food, like only grapefruit or only carbohydrates or only mammals that hop? Well, check this out. Breakfast, 6 ounces of paint, 1 bowl of chalk, and a 2x4. Lunch, 12 ounces of floor wax, a coal and clay sandwich, and 2 cups of dirt. Dinner, 6 ounces of suntan lotion, 2.7 ounces of deodorant, and 3 crayons. What diet plan does this menu most likely come from? The Alpabulum diet, the Esculent diet, the Pica diet, or the Ambrosia diet? You think you got pabulums? Here's what you should have picked. When you have the desire to eat stuff that isn't food, that's called pica. And after you eat all that indigestible fiber, well, that's called extremely painful. Okay. Hungry for a clue? I bet you are. Here you go. We'll start with the pizza crust. And if I'm feeling naughty, we'll make our way to the sausage. Now go find some friends to brag to! So, you think you know sushi? You and your other Yope-spawn friends think you know sushi?
The Success Journey with motivational speaker and full-time dreamer, Dr. Harvey Bass.
How many times has this happened to you?
Daddy, what's the difference between absolute and relative surplus value according to Marx?
Go play with this ball, honey.
Middle-class buffoon.
Well, it won't happen again.
Look what I have for you, sugar.
The illustrated Das Kapital. Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome, sweetie.
The brightly colored pictures help me understand the general law of capitalist accumulation. And the pop-up stick figures tell me all about heterogeneous and serial manufacture.
Yep.
There's even a scratch and sniff chapter about machinery and modern industry.
That's right, honey.
Daddy, you're the greatest. Now, can you tell me how the expression of female sexuality can challenge the patriarchal order?
I love you, pumpkin.
The illustrated Das Kapital. Also available, the Gross Anatomy book of cutout dolls and the Kama Sutra playset.
Tickets for her and a friend to a Spice Girls concert, $80. An autographed jersey of his favorite athlete, $240. The latest video game system, $150. Surveillance photos of their mom's new boyfriend with another woman, $400. Every other weekend of your children's undying love, priceless. Money can't buy your kids' love, but with Platinum Credit Master, you can charge it.
Emporium. It's my 3rd anniversary blowout. That's right. I've got insane deals on wall-to-wall, large cap, small cap, shag, bond, Stainmaster, and concentrated healthcare. I must be out of my mind. I got active managed. I got no load. I got free installation. What must I be thinking? You want diversified international? I got them babies too. I'm mentally unstable. How about an IRA? I got regular. I got Roth. I got direct from factory outlet in every color. Crazy Ernie's discount carpet and mutual fund emporium. I'm a threat to society as we know it.
Here's the story of 2 very lovely ladies and their far-out righteous groovy old man. Went to a party in the 60s, threw their keys into a punch bowl, and then each lady went off with a fella other than the one with whom she came. 9 months later we became a family, bought a groovy pad, and then we changed our name to the Swapparoos. The Swapparoos. Got those non-traditional alternative family blues. Being a father's never easy, especially when you don't know whose you are. But we're so proud our seeds were intermingled, and it really helps to have the extra car.
Can I have an advance in my allowance?
Ask your father.
Which one?
I love you, moms and dads.
Make sure your parents sign the permission slip.
With 4 parents, I'll need a bigger slip.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
Good night, honey.
We're the Swapparoos. The Swapparoos. With mom and dad and mom, there's no way we can ever lose. Swapparoos.
Good morning. Welcome to You Don't Know Jack The Ride. You know, it's not just for breakfast anymore. How many people will be playing? All by yourself? Well, no worries. There'll be enough trivia and comedy for 3 humans. Is this your first time on the ride? Excellent. It's always great to play with experienced professionals. Please type in your name. Yes, thank you. I need to remind you that your buzzer is the letter B. Have a great ride. I've really enjoyed our time together. Bye now.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack The Ride is sponsored by Lactose John's Ladies of the Evening. Come meet our girls. And now, here's your host, Cookie.
Hey, welcome to the game. I'll be gentle so I don't snap your calcium-starved bones. Well, I hope you took your Lactaid. We're taking a ride on the Milky Way. Okay, Buzz. We're calling this one Dairy Dairy, I Need Your Huggin'. Guess the magic number here is 3565. Could be your lucky number. Let's find out. If you wanted to use real butter to butter up your lover, it's like real butter. So kiss and make up, but remember, keep those sticks wrapped. All right, it's time to choose the value of the question. Okay, give it up for Dairy Fresh Rock and Roll. Okay, play ball. What dairy treat might you expect to be served in a white room with black curtains near the station? Ice milk, cream, yogurt, or custard?
Happy trails.
Watch and learn. White Room is a hit by Eric Clapton's old band, Cream. I tell you, this guy Clapton is in a whole dairy aisle by himself. Okay, select the value of the question. Your category is... Are Cracker Jacks kosher? You know how sportscaster Harry Carey always shouted, "Holy cow!" Well, if Harry Carey said "holy cow" because he believed cows... Well, look at you. Cows are considered sacred by Hindus, especially when they hit home runs.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
All right, that is certainly not shabby. Now, let's see your category. No thanks, I'll just spread some vomit on a cracker. And now, the question. Suppose a group of dairy farmers are having their company photo taken. Instead of, "Say cheese," what should the photographer say to get them to smile? Say pass. That's extremely painful. Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer. But if you really want these farmers to smile, just put a teat in each of their hands.
Hey! What are you doing? Get your hands off that holy teat! Holy cow!
Coming up. I'll whip your cream and beat your eggs, too. Hey, you were a kid once, right? Well, you've surely heard the phrase, "last one in's a rotten egg." Well, if the last major fighting nation to enter into World War II, we stink. We didn't join the war until 1941. That's why we're known as the land of milk and nanny boo-boo. Hey, okay, nice shot. Here's your category. I get soggy in milk. Hey, you know how nations are always boycotting the Olympics for one reason or another? Well, say the Olympic Village serves cold cereal for breakfast. Because its athletes, Asians are more likely than any other ethnic group to be lactose intolerant. But given the choice between soy milk and sushi on my Wheaties, I'll take the fish. All right, bang your buzzer and grab... It's roadkill time. Buzz in when you see the item that correctly pairs up the two items on the screen. And don't forget, figure out the final bonus question, and I'll give you some extra cash. All right, put it in gear, we're going. Formal dance party and zany redhead Lucille. What's the common link between these two? Dealt and applause. Score. Female elephant and a click in your hair. Brady holder and show blank. Covering and series of musical notes. Score. Hockey trick and symbol high blank. Score. Deals with the fly in your soup and dump blank. All right, let's nab that bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? is for lactose intolerance. Items found in a warehouse. Things that contain milk. Items in my front pocket. Things you packed. You nailed it. Rack it up. Here's a tip for you. Don't get all hopped up on Twinkies, okay? You'll thank me later. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Okay, hit your button. Well, there you go. Here's your category. Little Jack Horner got a better meal. Hey, remember that old nursery rhyme went something like this? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. So tell me, what the hell is whey? The liquid part of coagulated milk, mold scraped off and aged. Way to go! Next we'll figure out what the hell her tuffet is. Whey is the watery part that separates from the solid milk curds when making cheese. I like mine in a rocks glass with vodka. Here's your category. Mount Olympus could have used a Starbucks. And right this way, please. So tell me, which of these is not a half and half? I think I'll be taking my coffee black from now on. A Cyclops is just a big old guy with one eye in the middle of his forehead. Now select a... Alright, you could win a lot of cash on this one, or for that matter, lose a lot. Oh, get out of here! It's time for a dis or dat question. And this dis or dat questions category is, with a little effort, you can show up at the same time. Okay, listen up, because I'm going to read off 7 words, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a word that begins with chicken or a word that begins with egg. You're going to get some money for each right answer, and you lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. And here we go. Wire, chicken or egg? Head. Peter. Liver. Fox. Roll. Perfect, and with time to spare, here you go. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, buzz it. The category is crying over spilled milk. Hey, remember that 70s court case in San Francisco where the murderer got a reduced sentence for saying he was hopped up on junk food when he did the crime? Well, considering the famous defense used in the case, who would have been the most appropriate defense lawyer for the murderer of Twinkie the Kid? Well, yeah, I guess it was known as the Twinkie defense. Maybe he can lasso as a judge who knows a just ruling from his, snowballs. Okay, good God, that's a lot of money. Here's the category. This used to be Sean Penn's playground. Let's see that question. Say Madonna used a hand pump to get her breast milk flowing before feeding her baby. Which of her songs would best describe this process? Open your heart. Mothers can express breast milk by using a hand pump. But how she got milk out of them cone-shaped boobs, I'll never know. Well, it's highly unlikely I will. Smell that derriere. Oh, sorry. Here's your clue. McDonald had a farm. Yeah, so we've heard. Quit bragging about his damn farm already. I hate that guy. them! Now go find some friends to brag to!
Start treating me right. I need your whole heart, not just 2%. Oh, how I long for you every night. When you moved into our cottage, I said to myself, hey, she's the one. You didn't have to milk it or egg me on, but our chances are skim to none. Give me your true and utter love, all else pales in comparison. I need your true and utter love, don't you dare refuse me some. Give me your true and utter love, all else pales in comparison. I need your true and utter love, don't you dare refuse me some.
From the pure mountain spring...
Crazy Ernie here, inviting you to come on down to Crazy Ernie's Discount Carpet and Mutual...
Channel brings you Catholic Confessions.
I must have seen mortgage 50 times already.